And thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter, David Aldridge, on the sidelines. The fans here in New Orleans ready to cheer on their Pelicans in this interconference matchup. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Yeah, those opposing crowds can put you off balance at the stripe, but you got to block out the... noise and make those free throws.
And so Siakam will bring it up for the Pacers. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Here's Murray, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Garnett, hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
Pushing it up. Kicks it out to McCollum. First quarter, just over a minute played. New Orleans moving it around. Stolen by Drexler. Pass to Siakam. Outside for Roy. And here is Turner from past the arc. Rebounded by McCollum. The veteran in the NBA, C.J. McCollum, seems to have adjusted nicely, don't you think, to his role as elder statesman.
Kevin, even going back years, I always thought that C.J. McCollum was one of the most consistent guys in the league. Seems like every time you check the box score, he'd have over 20 points, but never like 40, just every night. Pencil him in. 20 to 30 in those range, 5 or 6 assists, high percentage. This guy is as consistent as they come.
The Pacers shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Off target from three-point range.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Halliburton outside. Over in the corner, Turner. Gafford with the steal. And now the Pelicans on the break. Basket good. Garnett's got 6.
Well, he's a crafty combo guard. You got to love seeing McCollum play the role of distributor there.
Outside Roy. His three-pointer's off the mark. New Orleans leading by 3. Pass to Garnett. The second effort. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. The teardrop falls in.
Oh, give it to Halliburton. He knows when to force the issue and when to just take what the defense provides.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And so here is New Orleans. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Willie Green gave me a few minutes to talk with him. I asked him about the challenge of facing Miles Turner. He said this guy is a problem for our offense. Miles is an incredible shot blocker. You have to know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, we don't normally hear a coach talk about somebody's defense first, but Turner is that guy. Fellas?
Thank you, David. Here's Drexler, following the score by Kevin Garnett. Drexler. A rebound by Garnett.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And Clyde Drexler gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Pelicans leading by 3. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
And Tice throws it down.
Yeah, that's a great setup there. Murray keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Halliburton up top. Here he goes. He uses the glass to finish the layup. Halliburton's got 5.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Williamson with the bucket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Pacers trail by 5. And here's Drexler outside. Pelicans pull it in. Garnett outside. Here's Alvarado. Halliburton with the steal. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Garnett, right side. He takes it in. The rebound by Turner. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Pacers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Here's Toppin. Pass to Nesmith.
Come to me.
Halliburton right side. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Pelicans lead by 4.
The Pacers, 10.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Jackson misses.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync yet.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin. And I think two things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
Here's Roy, following the score by DeJounte Murray. And here's Roy. Can't cash in from close range. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Murray, no good. Pacers trailed by 5. Pass to Toppin. No good with the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Green. And the rejection by Jackson. Lets it fly from 18. Roy gets the bucket. Roy's got his second bucket of the night.
This guy is a threat from all 3 levels. That time, Roy hit the mid-range.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Substitution for your players.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. They trail by 3. Outside Roy. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pocket 6. And it's good off the back rim and in. Roy's got 7 points for the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously push the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Shoots from the baseline. The offensive rebound. Pass to Nesmith. Another shot. No good from Roy.
That wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And the foul on Obi Toppin. That is his first foul of the game.
Pacers substitution. Miles Turner.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And Garnett misses. Indiana trailing here. For 3, Siakam. And Jones pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Pacers?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And how about also the ability to contest shots? They're staying attached and contesting and coming away with blocks as well.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
McCollum left side. Back to Jones. 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. No good from outside. Screen by Jones. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Clyde Drexler.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And both free throws good from Garnett. 8 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Siakam. Here's Nemo. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a way to end the half there, guys. Big time three to take the lead at the buzzer.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Indiana out in front as they end the second quarter on a 14-5 run. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And defensively, Stan, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to. Well, that's the thing about McCollum. He can absorb the contact and still complete the play.
Halliburton for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Halliburton's got the lead up to 6 now for Indiana.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Pacers leading by 6. Rebounded by Gafford. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And it goes down 2 points. McCollum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Back to Siakam. Here's Nemo. And it's off from three-point range. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul. And timeout called by Willie Green. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
Bucket is good. Halliburton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Outside Turner. Pass to Halliburton. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the dunk by Drexler.
An elite passer. Halliburton is especially dangerous in the pick and roll.
Fades. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room, and he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
Now, here's Siakam. Still without a basket. That shot, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
A 3 from McCollum bangs home the trifecta. McCollum's got 9 points now in just the second hit.
Well, he's lethal from that three-point line. The defense must guard McCollum better than this.
Pass to Halliburton. Turner for 3. Can't hit that one. New Orleans in the lead. But Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it. And when Garnett has it going, he's unguardable. I love how confident and versatile he is on offense.
And so here is Indiana. The Pelicans make their last shot. Halliburton inside the three-point line. No good, unable to end this run. Here's Jones. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Back to Nembhard. Indiana moving it around. A nice shot by Halliburton.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands. He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me when that time is right. Kevin, I'll let you be you.
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much.
A willingness to get physical. Roy takes the hit and still gets off the shot.
And both free throws good for Roy. Stan, no one knows Williamson's game more than you. You know it firsthand. Zion's physicality makes him incredibly difficult to defend.
Well, there's no question, Kevin. He's virtually unstoppable going to the basket. But as time goes on, you know everybody's athleticism decreases a little. If he's going to age well in the league, he's going to need to have that jump shot as a weapon.
I'm sure you told him that, didn't you?
I tried.
And once Roy takes that first step, the defense knows trouble is on the way, and then he's just able to slice right through them.
The Pacers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And you have to appreciate the work ethic that Roy has. A true gym rat. And this guy just wants to get better.
Indiana leading. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Toppin. Back to McConnell. Now here's Roy. Jackson with the screen. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Jackson.
He's a terrific two-guard. Roy with tremendous court vision.
Here's Garnett. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Aaron Nesmith. The Pelicans have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And he can't hit the second.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going. And so far in the second half, this has been a different what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mind.
46.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Pelicans trailed by 5. And a deep three from Murray. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, all right. That'd be an automatic benching if I was coaching. What was that?
Pass to Garnett. And Garnett with the slam.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
On the wing, Brandon Roy. And Jackson throws it down.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And it's Williamson missing. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Roy with the bucket.
A crazy athlete. Roy excels in the open floor.
They get a hand on it. Mr. Williamson. Gafford with the ball. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
From deep, Drexler. That one's not going to go. Pelicans trailed by 7. Williamson with it. He's picked up by Roy. Offensive rebound. Gafford goes up again. And Williamson with the layup.
Yeah, I love the activity there from Zion. He was all over that rebound.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. And a wide open look for Siakam. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Siakam's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pacers. On the wing, Murray. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Oh, what a find from Murray. He's just a total team player.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Over Garnett. And it's Halliburton missing. Murray outside. Oh, good on the 3. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. 6-point game. Here's Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Throwing it down on that one. Turner really showing off that athleticism.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Garnett. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the 3. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
Pelicans trailed by 6. Here's Williamson. A beautiful reverse layup. Williamson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Those are some key points there from Zion Williamson.
Halliburton inside the three-point line. A wide open look for Drexler. Sinks the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Halliburton for 3. Garnett grabs the board. Here's Williamson driving inside. And finished off by Williamson.
This is why they go to Zion. His teammates trusting in his ability to get the job done.
Halliburton, no good. The Pelicans trail. Wide open look here for Murray. The quick look, no good that time.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Roy, that's a two-pointer. Nice shot from the wing. And the Pacers lead by 7.
He just makes scoring look so effortless. It's why you love watching Roy play the game.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. .40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And McCollum launches it from deep. Rebounded by Drexler.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Halliburton, no good.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Out of the rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And stolen by Siakam. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
20 seconds left in the fourth. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And no good on the second free throw. So he goes 0 for 2 there.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there to tie it up. No good from 3-point territory. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. No luck that time either.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Absolutely need a 3 here.
Nails the tray. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Here's Drexler. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. On New Orleans, back in a moment. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
He's had a few shaky trips at the line tonight, but he seems to be getting back to his old self.
Outside Roy. Halliburton in the corner. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Bounce pass from Garnett. The rebound by Turner. Indiana leading. It's extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. Here's Halliburton. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Williamson with it. Pass to Gafford. Poke loose. And Roy with a clear path to the hoop. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Turner. Siakam outside. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Roy.
Massive hoop there from Siakam. We've seen him do it in the finals. This guy showing he's made for big moments.
Pacers leading by 5. Roy, that's a two-pointer. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Here's McCollum. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Certainly a guy you can rely on in pressure situations. McCollum is a savvy vet who can get it done.
Outside Roy. Pass to Halliburton. Rebounded by Gafford. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
And Clyde Drexler gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Garnett. Got it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort. Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot. He's creating good looks and shooting very efficiently.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Siakam outside. Garnett with the steal.
Excellent anticipation there to come away with the steal.
So a close game sees Indiana take this one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might hit